What's up, everybody?
Hello.
We're here. It's time. Ignore that music.
We got music.
It's time for Ray Yellow.
I'm getting I start the stream, I start getting texts.
Of course.
All right. But yeah, so I went back to the drawing board on Ray Yellow. The one bit of tech I remember from a deck that came out about the time I played this on stream. It's been a few months.
Yeah, we didn't do a gauntlet for this, right? We just did.
It
was on one of the nights of like bring decks for funds.
Maybe I honestly don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember. I don't have perfect recollection of everything that we've ever streamed. That's content, baby.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. So, I remember looking at a deck list and remembering that Chopper is sick tech with this kind of shell, because Chopper is low enough to the ground that Ray can buff him. Now, I didn't include Ezra or Kanan. I think the original version that I played was a Force.
So Ezra was there for the
shell.
Force trait.
Yeah, Ezra was there, Grogu was there, Kanan was there, obviously Yoda and Luke, which I've left in the deck, were also there. And then I was just playing like all of the Force cards. The Force is with me, Mystic, all that stuff. It binds all things. Those were all there. But this time around, we have foregone the Force package. We're not actually playing any Force cards at all. Cartel Turncoat was another one where I was like, man, I wish that was in the deck.
That's a good card. Yeah.
So Cartel Turncoat and Chopper are in. These are more. We've got like a ton of 1-drops that we can.
Because you're like
slam.
1-drop plus buff is very, very, very good.
I think so. Yeah, or even 2 1-drops, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm playing against Sabine, and I have initiative, and I play the Turncoat, then that's like a signal to you.
They
can't
play A-Wing at all, then, right?
Right, is to like lane dodge to the ground.
Yeah.
In which case, you could then follow up with like an R2-D2 who doesn't die to what's on the ground.
Yeah.
So, but I think you've got some. I split. I think it's 1 to 2. I think there's like 20 something ground units and like 12 or so space units. 11 maybe. I think I shaved the Falcon. I shaved some numbers to get the deck under 50, which was kind of hard because there was a lot of stuff I wanted to include.
Yeah,
I sat down.
Falcon's tough.
I sat down, and there was like one of my drafts was like 60 something cards. I was like, well, we gotta cut that down. The Falcon obviously doesn't have synergy with Ray. I just like it as a threat in the late game.
This is good.
I mean, Falcon plus Surprise Strike can answer like a fire spray.
You can also tech in the Falcon for damage.
Yeah, and tech is here for the late game as well, right? I would say the core of this version, this go round, is the Regional Governor Spark Rebellion Kira. What we're trying to do is we're trying to find the things that blow us out, i.e. traitorous. Whatever it might be, Overwhelming Barrage. Although I think this deck has like enough toughness where Overwhelming Barrage usually kills like 1 unit or whatever. But we want to try to get the stuff that's going to blow us out, and we're going to try to lock it out, and we want to make a dangerous enough threat with a cheap unit that it's fine to just kind of ride that through the rest of the game, right? There's like a world where you turn 1 Leia, ready a resource, then buffer with Ray, and then you like hotshot blaster her, and that's like cracking in for 5, right?
Right.
There's a world where you like R2-D2, buff him, wing leader. R2-D2's
beast.
cracking in there for a bunch, right?
Yeah.
There's all these lines in the deck. I omitted Moisture Farmer because I felt like there was probably enough restore between the Ark, Luke, Yoda, and Ray that you don't really need Moisture Farmer, and I think Moisture Farmer is kind of dead against like blue-green control.
Because there's just like better 1-drops you can be playing. Which is
and I think Chopper is sneaky.
Yeah.
Because he's milling. There's there's like a whole mill strat that I think you could go with this deck. If you're playing Kanan and Chopper and Ezra, because Chopper is hitting a card, and Kanan has the ability to also mill several cards. Because Kanan mills one for every Spectre unit. And then you could also maybe squeeze in the Ghost. I sat down and made this deck because I was trying to make a Finn deck work. I was trying so hard, and I was like trying to make Spectre Finn.
Okay.
And I was looking at blue-yellow Spectres because you would end up with Chopper, and you would end up with Ezra and Kanan and the Ghost. And the Ghost can give shields that Rose can then use on the Spectre units, and then Finn can use the Rose. But that's like requiring like a whole bunch of stuff to be in play.
Yeah.
And the problem is in this game you don't have that much time, and your opponent is constantly messing with you. So I opted for this shell. This is like a take on all comers version. If I was like, I don't want to lose the Sabine, that would be the Moisture Farmer package. If I was making, I don't want to lose to blue-green control, I would also put in the Mining Guild TIE Fighter, because I think that's sneaky.
That is sneaky.
Because turn one, you could play it, make it a 2/3 with Rey, and then on the following turn, it starts drawing you cards.
You can make it a 3/4 and draw a card that turn.
And yes, yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think that's pretty good with Rey.
Yeah.
And I like Mining Guild TIE Fighter because it's a very cheap threat versus those control decks, and it draws you cards.
And if it eats a removal,
you're fine with
that's fine.
They had to use premium removal on your crappy little one
piece
drop,
of shit.
right?
Yeah.
I opted to put Leia in this version because she's basically the light side, no good to me dead, sorta, right? Because I didn't want to get blown out by the Boba deck necessarily.
She's really versatile. She's great at tapping down Boba, and then
if they bring in Boba and they slap them the armor on them, and you just tap them down, buy you some time, you're probably in great shape. So anyway, there you go. There's just some initial thoughts on it. This is take 3 on it, because I think Rey Yellow is one of the first decks I built, and then I built the Force version. That was several months ago. So when I was putting the Force version together, I was like, man, there is a disruption version of this deck. It's been long enough time that I've revisited. That felt like it was fine to revisit here. So,
well,
I was trying to make Finn. I was trying.
I believe. I've been there too, where you're making a deck and you're like, this will just work so much better as a different deck.
Yeah, and the problem is like you get done putting the stuff in, and so I had like the Finn with ECL. And the idea was that you would use Sundari Protector or the 3-drop space, the Star Viper. You play those Consortium Star Viper. You play those as your you just take initiative turn 1, and then ECL to try to answer whatever they've got, and then you've got some other stuff. And I was playing I was way out in the weeds. I had Grief Karga.
Okay.
Because Grief Karga and the Razorback. What's the Mando ship? What's it called?
Razor Crest.
The Razor Crest. I had those in there to try to get back your Inspiring Mentors. I was like, man, you could Cobb Vamp, you could ECL Cobb Vamp, hit Grief Karga, get Inspiring Mentor. It was just like, I feel like I'm trying to do too much. I can't. I don't.
All that sounds cool, but what have you done?
Yes, yeah. I have a 2/2,
and then an upgrade you still have to play on it.
Yes, it's something I still have to pay for, and that was the problem. The problem was, thanks, Lord Farquaad.
Thank you, Lord Farquaad.
Good to see a classic showing back up. 65 months of support from Farquaad. Yeah, I had so the problem with Blue-Green Hero is that if you aren't ramping, you don't have good early game answers that are permanent.
Right.
Right?
You can capture.
You've got capture, 8. You got capture, yes. But capture is not like good enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, this whole deck folds to Forlom. Like Forlom just comes in and kills something and for free. So. What if I want all 5 of these cards?
You can certainly give it a shot. Thank you.
Our mysterious benefactor.
Thank you, Anonymous. 10 gifted subs.
Our mysterious benefactor returns. I suppose it's one of those.
Single-handedly funding our set 3 purchase. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
I'll play Ketsu Onyo.
Alright, so you're gonna junk up my upgrades. I will play the Cartel Turncoat.
I'll do damage.
Defeat and upgrade. So do I take the initiative? I just go ahead and take the initiative here because you get to blow that upgrade up anyway. I guess I take initiative here.
Okay, I'll pass.
The one of Ketsu Onyo throwing a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
Throwing a real spanner in the works there.
The Sabine deck is just great at drawing perfectly against the Gauntlet deck.
It's fine.
It's facing.
It's fine. Your opponent would do that anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like, you may as well get used to it.
What's up, Daftozer? Congrats, Darth and Clank, on your subs there. I see Will also got a sub. He's one of the frequent chatter that picked one up.
All right. I'm gonna attack you for 2.
I'll play a red 3.
Okay. I'm going to Leia and untap a resource.
I'll attack you for 3.
I'm gonna play a restored arc 170. You actually attack me for 4 because red.
Oh yeah. I'll take initiative.
I will pass. So I could tap Ketsu there, but I think Ketsu's mere existence stops me from wanting to do any kind of buffing. We got some lurkers getting subs there. Congratulations, lurker.
Congrats.
Yeah, you get to use all of our Keyforge emotes.
Yeah.
We haven't looked at our emotes in forever.
Okay.
That's a non-Keyforge. Well, that was from Keyforge Games, I believe. Right? Me sleeping.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ECL K2
over
Leia, and Cell Trample for 3.
All right. I am going to surprise strike the arc and the red 3. I will restore 1.
I'll do damage.
I'm going to deploy R2.
I'll deploy Sabine.
I will attack you for 2.
I'll attack you for 3.
I will take the initiative.
I'll attack you for 3. R2 trigger?
Oh, yeah. That goes away.
I'll pass.
It's Ketsu, dude.
Yeah, I know. It literally is just making it so you can't use your ability. Sucks.
This Ketsu. It's a complete different game, right? Like, I kill red 3 with an attack. I don't have to use surprise strike. Represents too much damage. Did I resource the wrong card there, perhaps? Perhaps. You know what? I'm gonna shoot Ketsu. As much as it pains me to leave K2 around, I'm gonna blast that Ketsu for being a motherfucker. R2, put that under.
I'm gonna heroic sacrifice the K2.
Yeah, I'll take like 1,000.
You take 5, 6, 7, 8, right? The trample for 5.
Yeah.
You take 8. Pretty good. And I draw a card.
I'll have the Arc attack you for 2 and restore 1. This is where I'm like eating my words for not having moisture farmers, right?
I don't know that moisture farmers were.
But moisture farmers, like, I have 6 more health or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like, sure, like you ECL into the moisture farmer or whatever, but
I'll play Wing Leader. Love Sabine.
We'll kill the wing leader. I think because I have to, I believe.
I'll hit you for 5.
I will take initiative. Lost the game to Ketsu Onyo. Like,
I'll daring raid this thing. I was thinking about hidden base, but just in case things get out of hand, I think I want that to be dead. That's it.
that is Sabine.
Yep.
That game fell apart, man. Now, it's possible it was a series of misplays. It's possible it's a series of misplays. That's one I feel like I need to play more to know. If we were playing at a table, and I know you've got a one of Ketsu, I would invoke immediate rewind.
I wasn't the one that built this Sabine deck. That's all I'm saying.
I would invoke immediate rewind.
That was your fault.
Yeah, turn when Ketsu, like, come on. Come on. I mean, that's why you use it, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's like an example right there.
Bob A. Yellow. It's time for this now. This is probably a little better, I think.
So now it like I said, it might have been misplay. It could have been, so instead of deploying the extra unit with Leia, it could have been tap Ketsu, take initiative, crash Leia into Ketsu.
Yeah.
I don't take the ECL damage then. And like if you ECL into space, fine, fuck it, fine, right? The being ECL'd in space by Sabine is not what blows you out. It's being ECL'd by the K2s or the Wreckers or the Poes, right? That's what kills you.
I had Wrecker and Poe in my hand, so I was like, I was not sure about that ECL play. but I didn't have anything else to do that turn except for just play K2.
No, I think if you
tapped, so.
if K2 kills someone and tramples
and lives
it is that
that's
all
money.
the time.
Yeah,
is that 100%? Yeah, no, that was not wrong, not at all. Yeah, and that was I feel like that was enabled 100% by K2, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, not K2, by Ketsu, because then without Ketsu in the mix, I have like a 3/4 in space. Red 3 doesn't come down. Red 3 accounted for 2 extra points of damage, plus gain health because I have to attack into the red 3.
You had surprise strike it.
Yeah.
So
right. And then I couldn't surprise strike Sabine to kill, right? So these are fine. I'll keep those. Let's roll furnish. All 1.
A 9.
Okay.
Give me that. Play Greedo.
Play R2.
Take an ish.
Buff R2. I've used Ray's ability for the first time on stream today. And then pass. Off aspect scanning crew ruined my day.
All cartel spacer. Okay, 4. I was looking at health, making sure it wasn't health 4 or less.
Oh, I forgot to use R2's ability, but whatever. I'll play the restored arc.
I'll let you for 3.
I'm gonna buff the arc.
Take initiative.
I'll pass. Got to use. It's been a while since I've used R2. Forgetting his ability out left and right.
I'll surprise strike the arc.
Okay.
And use Boba.
Any reason not to kill Greedo here? I don't think so. I'll have R2 run into Greedo. Take a look at the top card. I'll leave that right there.
Bang!
Bang! A poor droid.
Hell yeah. Crafty Smuggler.
I'll play an arc.
Take initiative.
I'm going to play Chopper.
I got it. Okay.
And then I'll buff Chopper. And then I'll pass.
Smuggler picking up a gun. And killing Chopper.
Okay.
And I'll untap.
I'll spark you.
Waylay Toro Fet's Fire Spray.
The Waylay.
Deploy Boba.
Okay. I'm gonna wing leader the arc.
Hit you for 4.
I'll hit you for 4, restore 1.
Play Toro.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass.
I deploy Ray and you instantly kill her with a gun.
This is pretty bad.
Is that the game? You instantly kill her with a gun, you can't play that fire spray though. Sure. I'm gonna run out Ray.
Oh, cunning and exhaust. Buff. Yeah.
Fill that dragon. See you in hell, motherfucker.
It's not non-leader, so if we were gonna kill anything, I could play it. Okay.
Yeah, if you buff Boba Fett, I couldn't kill it. But
it's non-leader.
Non-leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about buffing Boba.
Boba's, I think, the safest target there because.
Yeah, I don't think there's many things you can actually even do.
Because if you put it on Toro, it could take him down as well. Right?
Yeah,
I'm playing 3 takedown and the 1 of Fell the Dragon. Just that way you've got 4 removal.
I think I do have to run both these in array then. I'll run this in array.
Okay. I will attack you for 2.
Run this in array.
Yeah.
Your reaction.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
Resource. This, I suppose. Okay. Let's take down the Fett Man.
I'll waylay the ship.
Okay. I will attack you for 2.
I'll play a defender.
I'll play the Arc.
Take Inish.
I will buff the Arc. And pass. I'm not going to resource anything.
I'll Cantina Bouncer the Urk.
Oh, Luke, though. Okay.
Take initiative.
Attack you for 2. I'll pass. Resource nothing? Yeah, I think I resource nothing. I think I want maximum options.
No good to me dead, Luke.
It's not untapping this turn. I'll play C3PO. I will say the number 2. Okay.
I'll hit you up for 3.
I'll play Yoder.
Play Zuckus.
Any reason not to just flood the board with dudes?
I don't think so. I think flaying the word is good against Boba.
I give you the initiative next turn. And Zuckuss is hitting for a truck ton. But,
he is a truck.
do I buff Yoda? I think I buff Yoda here. Buff Yoda.
Okay, I'll take initiative.
I will attack you for 2. And then I will pass. Alright, I do think I resource something now. Luke does not ready. Alright.
Reach for 6.
Okay. Yoda is gonna pick up a gun and blast the Cantina bouncer. I will restore 2.
He takes 3.
Yeah.
I'll play Fire Spray.
.3PO is going to attack your base for 1, and I will say the number 2. Okay.
5.
Yeah. One card in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang, that would have actually been sick if I had had the foresight. I'll use Ray to buff Wing Leader.
All new adventure, the Pet's Fire Spray.
Take initiative. 23. Luke kills Zuckuss. I'm gonna have the Wing Leader fight the Fire Spray.
I'll use you for 5.
I'll take initiative. So I have removal that I can use in the Fire Spray, but I die to Zuckuss plus gun or Zuckuss plus Surprise Strike.
Right.
So if I take initiative,
you kill it, I take initiative.
I
Surprise Strike, you die.
Yeah, I die. Right. It's like incredibly likely.
Yeah.
So anyway, draw. Instead, I get a Luke attack. All right, let's resource this. I get a Luke attack. I get to protect Yoda as well, and so that like counteracts the Fire Spray. So Luke's gonna attack Zuckuss. I will restore 3.
I'll Surprise Strike the Fire Spray.
Okay, for 8.
For 8.
Okay. Let's Kira you.
No good to me dead.
I will choose No Good to Me Dead then with Q. Actually, I think I just choose Fet's Fire Spray.
Okay.
I choose Fet's Fire Spray with Kira. Because you have 6, 7, 8, so you would have to resource your other card and have a Fet's Fire Spray to play through that. And I think Fet's Fire Spray is the thing that like will beat me from this situation. So. I've not used Ray this turn. C-3PO's coming for the beat down.
I'll take it.
Okay. Yoda's gonna hit you for 5 and restore 2.
I considered tapping down Yoda there, but I don't think that does anything for me.
Yeah,
I think I'm better off next turn tapping Luke.
Yeah, I think so.
If I'm gonna do something with it.
Right, because that's the gain the health.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take down the fire spray. And you've taken initiative, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to buff C-3PO. He is going to attack you for 2. I'm going to say the number 2. Damn it. Maybe I should look at the deck. Maybe it's 1. Maybe it's supposed to be 1. Draw. Resource anything? I guess I resource 1 thing.
This should cost 5.
What cost 5?
No Good to Me Dead.
No, I said
you said Fet's Fire Spray.
Fet's Fire Spray, yes.
Wonderful. I'll tap Luke.
Okay. Yoda's gonna blast you for 5 and restore 2.
All Cantina Bouncer Kira.
1 open.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I guess that's 2.
Okay. I'll buff C-3PO. You did No Good to Me Dead on Luke.
Right. I'll take initiative.
I got like 5 ways to kill you. I can Falcon. C-3PO can pick up a gun.
Very well. I choose C-3PO execution.
Okay. It is your choice, being sentenced to death by the New Republic.
Well, we
are not a regressive society. You are allowed to choose the form of your execution.
I think that's in character for being in South Carolina.
Well,
you spin the wheel of execution methods that have been outlawed everywhere else.
Yeah,
and you get to choose one of those.
At least we're not Mississippi that's using like asphyxiation. I don't know if you've heard about that. It's terrifying. It's not to bring the mood of the stream down, shit. But yeah, go read about how they're executing. I think it's Mississippi. It's either Mississippi or Alabama. It's like one of the states that South Carolina gets to look at and say, well, we got more money than them.
Mississippi's great for us, honestly.
Yeah, but yeah, they're because apparently the people who produce the lethal injection stuff just don't make it anymore because executions hadn't been carried out for like 15 years or something. But they've started up in the last like year or so. It's actually astonishing how many people have been killed by the state and by states in
the last like 12 months.
Yes, yeah, in the last like 2 years specifically. But yeah, is people who've been on death row for like 20 years, and a lot of instances 20, 25, 30 years. And so just completely anyway, not to bring the mood of the stream down, but yeah, there's one method where they I think this use nitrous gas. The thing is it's supposed to asphyxiate you, and you're just supposed to go sleep, and then you're not breathing oxygen, and then you just die. But the problem is that the account, and like the way the accounts are told from like the official standpoint is like it was painless and stuff like that, but people who are witnessing the executions are like, that is not what happened. I watched a man drown in his own vomit stuff, and you're just like, you're listening to it and you're like, why are we doing this? Like what
purpose does this serve?
Who does this help?
Yeah,
like this was somebody who's been in jail for 20 years, they're removed
from society, they're not living a life.
So I won the initiative.
I watched too much Star Trek to be pro the death penalty.
Yeah. Sometimes you need, like, you can't send people to death, even if they're serial killers like Brad Dourif's character in Voyager, because you need them to bail you out in the the season finale.
Exactly.
When the ship is taken over by an alien species. Brad Dourif spent a lot of time playing characters on death row, because he was also the guy in the Beyond the Sea episode, X-Files. You remember that one?
Yeah.
That's like, and he's like acting his whole ass off.
It's a good one.
All right. You down there. Do you do anything in this matchup? Not convinced. Not convinced. And we're gonna get some YouTube comments about death penalty conversation. I can tell right now.
No, we'll see.
I can tell right now.
Shitty I am at Star Wars before that.
Yeah, that's true. They're like, why can't you win a game? It's like ignoring the game, ignoring the stream that you won 4 before.
I don't know, man.
R2 takes a gander. Do I want that?
Yeah, you're right. Comments are good. All comments are good.
You have to drive. Yeah, exactly.
I'll play Pershing.
I'll buff R2.
Take Inish.
Pass. You are not good in this matchup, I fear.
I'll ping and draw.
Okay. I will play a restored Arc 170.
Play Inferno 4.
R2 is going to attack your base for 2. Take a look at the top card. Well, we're just going to leave that right there.
I'll take Initiative.
All right, Ray is going to buff the Arc 170. And then pass. Is it you? Oh, what am I resourcing here? Oh man, is it this? I guess it's got to be that.
Okay, I will take down the Arc.
Okay. I had a suspicion that was going to happen. I am going to Kira you. Vader, Trooper, Black Sun, Reinforcement Walker. Now I don't have to name any of these. I guess I'm gonna name Death Trooper.
Okay. I'm gonna ping the Inferno and draw.
Okay. R2 is going to attack you for 2 and take a look at the top card. Does this do anything now? I don't think so. I resourced one earlier. I think I just discarded. We'll keep going. We'll keep trucking.
You need Death Trooper. Okay. I'll attack you for 3.
Okay. I will take initiative.
Pass.
Well, it gets harder and harder to resource as we go up the curve. Dang. But you would be good. But dang. But okay. Let's start off with a spark.
Take down resupply Death Trooper, Black Sun Starfighter, Reinforcement Walker, Darth Vader.
Let's get rid of Darth Vader.
Let's take down Kira.
Okay. I'm going to play Yoda.
I'll hit you for 3.
I'll attack you for 2. We'll take a look at the top card. Do I want that there? Guess I'll put that under.
I'll deploy Krennic.
I will take initiative.
I'm gonna ping Krennic and draw.
Yeah.
I'll attack you for 3. Restore 2. And then pass.
I've needed to kill this Pershing like 45 years ago.
So many cards, dude.
I needed to kill him like 45 years ago, but
he's so good.
All right, I am going to Kira you.
Okay. Walker,
Vigilance.
Walker, Vigilance, Resupply, Death Trooper, and Starfighter.
Walker. I guess I say Vigilance here.
I'll attack you for 3.
Okay. I'll deploy you can kill her with the
It's pretty free.
Trooper. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like ECL plus a thing, but it ain't great.
It's pretty free. I guess if you wanted to...
Let's regional governor, and I'm gonna say reinforcement walker.
Okay. I'll resupply.
Yoda. I'm gonna attack Pershing, I guess. I'm tired of this dumbass.
Okay.
So I'll restore 2, do some damage to Pershing.
2.
Yeah.
Attack you. Attack. Ping. Pershing. And draw.
I'm going to finish off Pershing, and I'm going to look at the top part of the deck with R2. We'll leave that right there.
I'll you for 3.
All right, I will take initiative.
Do you guys have a favorite or main deck, or does the series make you play too many to grow attached?
I definitely have favorite decks. Absolutely.
I have decks that I lean toward.
I like this Ray Yellow stuff. Ray Yellow was like an early favorite of mine. This is the reason I've played it 3 times. I really like that Gideon Yellow deck a lot. Like if I were to, there was a point where if I was like, if I have to play in a tournament, I'll just play the Gideon Yellow deck because it's really cool.
Play Starfighter. And I'm done.
Okay. Well, I guess it's this one then.
Kira Vigilance, Regional Governor,
Reinforcement.
Reinforcement Walker.
Kira is going to attack you for 3.
All power of the dark side.
Guess it's Kira. It's loop time, baby.
I hate loop time.
Let's smoke Krennic.
Is it dead or just leave play?
-6/-6.
If a unit,
give an enemy unit, if a friendly unit was defeated this phase.
Oh, you defeat. Okay.
Yeah. Because
gotcha.
Power of the dark side says defeat. It's loop time, baby. Big fan of Ray Red in the beginning of the set. Now you like Scummy Mono Blue. We got a meta adherent over here. I haven't had a chance to play like Constructed as much as I did in the first set. Played a ton of Constructed for the first set, but for whatever reason, this time around, the local play group has not played nearly as much with the second set, despite it being like available, which is crazy to me. So tried to get Java Yellow to work for so long, but man, does he suck in the action economy. That is swoo. Yeah. So it's a good point. The action economy is like really punishing right now, right? There's a reason why Surprise Strike is just everywhere, because it's huge action economy, right? You get an attack, you get a bonus. Boba Fett is popular because Boba Fett doesn't require action economy.
An OB
for 5.
Yeah, 4 damage, 1 damage.
Okay. I'm gonna deploy Ray.
I'll let you for 5.
Ray is going to attack you, buff herself, restore 3.
I'll take initiative.
Yoda's going to attack you for 2, restore 2. R2 is going to attack you for 2, take a look at the top card. Are you enough value?
Yeah, and I don't know what to do against this Ray Luke situation. I guess I need to draw a wipe.
I guess I keep you. I guess I keep that. Okay. Do we resource anything? I don't think so. I think I just chill on 7.
Okay, I do fell the dragon Luke.
Okay, he's felled. Felled he is. R2 is going to attack you. I want the Ray swing. You still got that ECL hanging out over there. All right, so R2 is going to attack you for 2. Take a look at the top card of my deck. I'll leave it right there. So take 2.
I'm an ECL Death Trooper. I will. I'm gonna do 2 to R2.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do Yoda. And then I'm going to slam in for 4 to Ray.
Okay. Setting up vigilance, perhaps.
Yeah. Because you can get R2 out of the range of vigilance, but at least I can vigilance Yoda or Ray.
Yeah. All right, so Ray's gonna attack for 3 and buff Yoda.
I'll hit you for 3.
Okay. I'm gonna C3PO, and I'll say 2. It's another C3PO.
Is going to change Boba Yellow to Boba Green? Probably not.
Boba Yellow's done really well.
It's really good.
Boba Yellow's done really well.
Yeah, we did that one gauntlet with Boba Green.
Yeah.
But for I guess probably till the end of the season.
We did didn't we do a couple? I think we did a couple because we
did.
Because we worked in like Han Mono Yellow,
right.
but we quickly shuffled Han Mono Yellow out and.
I'll hit you for 3.
Okay. I'm going to play Joppa.
I'll take initiative.
I'm going to spark. Let's get the vigilance, I think. You could, now granted, timely intervention Walker is about as bad as vigilance, but vigilance is free. And then Yoda is getting in for 3, and I'll restore 2. And then pass. Resource. I guess I'll resource nothing here. I killed person in this game flipped.
Yeah.
Flipped on a dime.
We're timely. I'll tap all that. I'm the Walker. So I'll look at the top. I'll discard it. I'll gain 3.
Okay.
And I think we need to take out Ray.
Okay.
And I'll look at the top. I'll discard it.
Okay. Tapped out. My army of droids
versus 1 Walker
plus 1 senior citizen will now kill you. I'm going to surprise strike Yoda in for 6, and I'll heal 2.
Yeah, I'm dead. Yep. I had another time in the hole for the next turn too. So, but yeah, it was just too much stuff.
Yeah,
I think that deck is like particularly good against this deck too.
Right?
Because imagine if I didn't have Pershing,
you would have been minus 4 cards.
Yeah, that would be very deep.
Minus 4 cards.
Yeah, I think you definitely need the Vaders for like any of the villain green stuff that's playing in. They're all just like built around him.
Vader's just
so
too
freaking good.
Vader's too good.
Vader would have been great.
I don't have a problem with Vader being one of the best cards in the game.
No, I think that's great. I like that. And Luke,
I do like if you're just like a new player and you're playing with Vader, he's gonna feel like so overpowered. But like Sabine decks like specialize in killing people before Vader hits the table.
Yeah,
so that's
same
why
with Luke too.
Yeah,
but like Luke in every game we've played tonight, just about. When he's hit the table, I'm like, fuck, I like need to lose or need to deal with that or lose, and that's pretty much how he is anyway.
So that's that's kind of like the rationale behind the deck, to some degree or another, where it's like you have spent premium removal on a 2-drop. I now play Luke, right?
I do wonder how the Sabine match would have gone had I not had Ketsu first turn. Yeah, because I think that deck probably is fine against it. Once you start restoring, I think it's pretty much over. I think you can get to the point where you can play Luke.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you get to it pretty easily with this shell. I mean, like I had Spark. So there's an argument for me to Spark in that Sabine game as well, right? On 4 resources, I Spark you unless you have 2 K2s in your hand, and it's very unlikely that you wouldn't resource one. depending on how it goes, right?
Like, yeah, then I just have like no turn to play that turn.
Yeah. You can bring out Sabine, sure, but who cares, right?
I had the K2, I had Heroic Sacrifice, and I had Wrecker and Poe.
Yeah.
So if you rip K2 there, then I just like have the Heroic Sacrifice, which I might end up playing on.
It's fine to play it on. I think it's fine to play it on Wrecker or Poe because like Heroic Sacrifice on Poe is like 10 damage.
Yeah.
Plus a bunch of other stuff. So still plenty of Bobos in top 8.
Yeah, Yellow Boba's certainly still.
We got a lively meta discussion. I was too busy yapping to catch up to it. So.
That's some bad draws. Yeah, and like late game, there's after you get to the point where you play Fire Spray and you're trying to kill them. After that, you have like a bunch of draws that can really make you lose the game because you're not drawing gas. You draw like Crafty Smuggler, you draw droid, and
right. That's the problem with Boba Yellow, right? Is the late game.
Can't close. But Boba Green, you have like you can play ships, you can play Vader, you can play Reinforcement Walker.
Yeah, Boba. So I guess here's the dichotomy, right? Boba Yellow will not lose the game before turn 6. I don't even know.
Okay.
Right? Boba Yellow cannot lose a game before turn 6.
It is usually winning the shit out of the game.
Right?
That point.
That's I think that's a fair statement about Boba Yellow.
Yeah.
Is that its early game is so good that like an act of God would have to happen for you to like something to go off the rails by the time you hit turn 6, right? Boba Green, on the other hand,
is setting up the whole time.
Cannot lose a game between like turns 4 and 8, right? Yeah. Boba Green feels virtually unbeatable in that space, with the exception of maybe some blue-green villainy stuff, right? Boba Green is just like a juggernaut during those turns. So, Cunning plays like a Delver deck. Yeah, Cunning is
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, I'm going to mulligan this. This is the first hand I've had to mulligan with this. And this hand's actually keepable.
Yeah.
This hand is keepable. I want multiple threats, is the thing.
Your next turn is not assured, I think.
Yeah, right. I can R2 Buffett Jedi Lightsaber and he goes to town, but if you have removal, and you're Han Blue.
Yeah.
So, like, you could have removal there, so. Yeah, Vader and Maul just go sick house, right? And that's the thing about those Boba turns. Like, as soon as they hit the ramp, they got the Boba, they got the Overwhelmings, they got the Vaders, they got the Mauls. So, the tech of the astromech.
Yeah. Ray and droids. Yeah. Ray droid and tribal.
Old Han Yellow is closest thing to playing Magic in this game. Yeah, Han Yellow is kind of like, is like, it felt sort of, you always have a reaction. Yeah, in response, I do this. I was gonna say, first set Han felt like a Magic style, like I'm paying resources, I'm paying long-term advantage for short-term game. This. That. That.
Bazina McClunky plays Field Broken sometimes. Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I'll play the A-Wing.
Tron with turn 5. Yeah, exactly. It's like Tron. Turncoats.
Take initiative.
Buff turncoats. I really want. I had an R2. Like I really wanted to play the R2 there, but I can't just let you kill the turncoat for free. So pass. Oh my. Yeah. What do I? This. What are you supposed to resource sometimes, man? What are you even?
Take it for 3.
All right, I'll take 3. Let's kill the A-Wing. No sense, and then you kind of hanky panky happening
on K2.
That jerk. that jerk. R2. Take a look at the top card. Okay.
Take initiative.
C3PO. I'll say 3. It is the Falcon. The Falcon has been the top card 90% of the time, by the way.
Should have been saying 3.
Yeah, I have 2 copies of the Falcon in the deck. I played the C3POs, this is like 2 games ago. I played the C3PO, I say 2. I look at the top cards of the Falcon. I draw the Falcon on the next turn. I use C3PO. I say 2. I look at the top cards of the Falcon. I was like, there's no 2 of you in the deck. There's just 2.
No, there are 2 of them. What are your thoughts on Anakin's self-destruction playstyles? You break cost and high reward.
I think so. You don't have to blow himself up. And so if you're in a aggro mirror, man, good lord, are you advantaged in an aggro mirror?
Use it like when you need it.
Your opponent's got you to 20, and then Anakin is coming out and swinging for 8.
Yeah, that's insane.
Holy crap!
Yeah, he seems really.
Holy crap! Like all this card, there's like a ton of cards that trigger off of you being at 15 health, right? Your opponent is trying to kill you. That's how your opponent wins the game. Your opponent has to try to kill you, right? So, yeah, Anakin is just donking on people, which is cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Which is cool.
Big fan.
All right.
C3PO.
Yeah,
droid on droid violence.
Oh my god. There's got to be a better way. There has to be a better way than this. Let's have the turncoat attack you for 3.
I will on Poe.
Let's take his ass down.
Okay. Take initiative.
3 cards in hand.
Mm-hmm.
R2. Any reason to leave K2 around? I don't think so. The circle of droid violence is complete.
I'll do 3 to you.
Take a look at the top card. I think we leave that there because I need that. I'm going to need that in a turn or 2. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna deploy Han.
Turncoat attacks you for 3.
Take it for 3.
Gonna play the Falcon.
I'm gonna deploy Cassian.
Falcon's gonna hit you for 3.
I'll let you for 3.
I'm gonna regional governor, and I'm gonna say Luke Skywalker.
I'll take initiative.
I will pass. Draw 2. Oh man, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? I guess it's gotta go away. Is that both? Is that both? Okay.
Do I attack as a regional governor?
That's like tipping your hand. That's like tipping. You're like, attack, and I do something. You're like, attack, and I just like, Kira, look at your hand, say Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
Like,
what if that's all I can do this turn?
This is a man holding a lot of crate dragons, I feel. This dude has an insane number of crate dragons in his hand.
I'll attack you for 3.
Okay. I gotta pay 1 to keep the falcon. Yeah. Let's pretend like I did that. Ray, buff, the governor. Turncoat. You know what? Cartel's turncoat. Tax for 3. He's been a real trooper. Been a real trooper.
Tag you for 3.
Tag you for 3.
I'm gonna Han K2.
Alright, I think I've dilly-dallied enough. I'm gonna spark you.
Rebels Falporth, throw Carabast Luke.
Carabast takes down the coats, draws you a card. Carabast does damage to the governor. Let's get rid of Rivals Fall.
I'll Carabast the governor.
Alright, so he takes 3. Okay. Ray. Buff. We are not far from killing you. We're not far. I'm gonna deploy Ray.
Take initiative.
We're gonna gun Ray. Newt gun Ray. Attack you for 4. She's gonna buff the regional. That's a terrible Star Wars joke. We'll see if anybody's paying attention.
I've heard worse.
We'll wake them up. That's the new ending of Rise of Skywalker is her bearing the gun. It's like, what's your name? And she's like, sees a lizard.
Ray,
she's like,
Ray.
Newt, gun Ray. All right, Governor attacks you for 2. And I think we're done here. Draw. I am ready to get crated.
I cannot
Ready. Oh, I did not smuggle something in. I'm going to smuggle something in. This. You can't crate this turn? You're at 7? Okay,
Yep.
Okay. Not getting crated. Excellent.
K2 can take out the governor.
The governor. Alright. So you trample for 2.
And 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
21. Cards in hand. 3. Spark.
Attack Luke, force throw.
Get the Luke. Yeah. On Maul or a Force user. Yeah. It turns out Han's gun is like the best weapon in the game.
Yeah.
I have to pay 1 to keep the Falcon around. Here I am cheating again.
I'll play tech. I will Han tech.
Okay. So he's cheaper. Yeah. Okay. Let's Ray's picking up another gun.
Jesus Christ.
He's going to hit you for 6 and restore 3. Smug one, something.
MF's acting like she's a
a
Mandalorian showcase card. I can smuggle the Carabast in to kill that, but then Falcon kills me. And none of this does anything, so.
Ooh! Yeah. I felt like I was a step ahead that game. I was just like, a step ahead.
Again, the handy, or the hand, whatever you want to call it. Hand gunking.
It's so powerful in this game, because there's lines where you just get crushed, right?
Right.
Like, you're like, I do this thing, my opponent does this thing, I lose the game on the spot.
I think if I played Luke Skywalker that game, you lost the game.
Yeah.
Right. Still, it puts it back in my favor by a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
By a whole lot.
Ooh.
3 wins.
The deck's fun. It's fun. It's good. It's cerebral. You get to do cool stuff. You get to make dumb jokes about Newt Gunray.
Look, that's not Han's blaster. It's just the same model as Han. It is not.
We're talking about a galaxy. We're talking about like that's like saying TK-421's E11 blaster rifle, right?
Yeah.
There's like a million E11 blaster
Han's
rifles.
is assuredly modified.
Yes. Yeah.
It's for sure modified. It's different. He's done stuff to it. For sure. Okay. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. Deck's fun.
Yeah.
The deck's fun.
That's solid.
I was because we don't actually know what our plans for Sunday are yet. It kind of depends on Justin's whim.
We don't want to say anything. We might not stream Sunday.
We may not. So here's the 2 possibilities. We may not stream Sunday, or we might stream something cool on Sunday. It's going to depend.
So keep an eye on the Discord.
Keep an eye on the Discord. So there you go. Yeah.
All right.
That's it. That's all the teaser you get.
Do you want any closing words about
Ray Yellow?
I think it performed great.
I think we could use another 15 minutes on the death penalty. No, so the I think this version is better than the Force version.
For sure.
Right? I do think there are, like, as far as like a sideboard would go for this deck, I do think Mystic Reflection is pretty good.
Yeah.
The -2/-2 for 1. So
I like the list a lot.
Bring Gar back.
Justin Domination. Guard did great. I don't think I need to try again. Right. There's any reason to try again.
Yeah, that's the we had a mutual friend named Clavis, and that's not doxing, because how the fuck are you supposed to figure out who Clavis is based off of a stupid nickname based off of Cletus the Slackjaw Yokel. Anyway, Clavis he was somebody who you would play, he would win through some bullshit, and then you'd play him again and you'd crush him.
Yeah.
And then he'd refuse to play the third game, and it's like, I guess we're just equal then, and that was it. That he was infamous for doing this in Magic, or it was just like, oh well, I guess we're about the same,
I approve.
So yeah.
I've done that in several sorcery streams, to be fair. Okay. Well, either way, I'll be back with a Star Wars deck of my own bringing on Monday. I'm thinking about Vader Green again. We talked about favorite decks a little bit earlier. Vader Green was definitely my favorite in the first set.
Vader Green is a deck I respected in the first go round.
Yeah.
It was certainly a deck I respected.
You slap Crate Dragon in there, you call it a day.
Yeah,
pretty much, and some timely reinforcements and stuff. Maybe Kylo unit. Either way,
I was close to using the Rey unit multiple times.
I wish she was a little better. I've been looking at that unit.
She does not have the thing that makes all blue hero cards good, and that keyword is restore. The hero blue cards that see play are the ones with restore.
Yeah.
And that's because they buy you time. And that Rey unit, it has aggressive stats. I mean, she's at 4/7 for 5.
Yeah.
That's the Zori. There's like, the problem is that the mid game right now, I don't know how to solve this, right? The problem is that those feel like in your head intellectually 5 drops should feel like mid-game drops to you. But what is actually happening is those are the end-game drops.
Yeah.
Right? You cannot afford a 5 drop that you just play.
It does no immediate
You can't just put something on the board. You cannot tap out for 5 and put something on the table in this game and not affect the board in any kind of way, right? That's why Poe, I would consider Poe a not stellar card most of the time.
Unless it's got ECL or unless
ECL,
it's time lead or whatever.
The Han decks also cheat him into play a turn sooner, so
Yeah.
putting a 6/4 into play for 4 is a a little bit better than dropping on
like
5 naked.
Turn 3, you can afford to tap out and just play a thing.
Yeah, play tap out for Poe against Boba Yellow.
Yeah, right.
Right? Like it's a joke. It's a lark. There's no reason to do it. Like you're just gonna get blown out. And it's different for limited, right? Because limited,
that's all there is.
Limited, the game just doesn't end. But
you send a threat into the board, and sometimes that threat just wins you the game, and there's no answer for it, right?
Yeah.
And constructed, that usually doesn't happen.
Right. Well, in limited, it is very much about card advantage and eking value out. And constructed is so tempo oriented. Most of the matchups, right? Like I think the vast majority of matchups are tempo oriented more so than card advantage oriented, and that's a major adjustment for a lot of players, I think,
from other card games,
coming from other games into this one, right? Yeah. Where the tempo in this game is so much more voracious, right? I think the Critic game was a good example of that. That was a game where you had me dominated on card advantage, but because I kept like the reinforcement walkers at bay for a long time. And I was able to win the game through like basically keeping your powerful stuff, keeping the late game, delaying the late game stuff from showing up until
your advantage was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won with an assortment of droids at that point, right?
So. Yep. All right. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Sound off in those YouTube comments about corporal punishment.
We'd love to hear it.
And we'll see you later.
Thanks for watching. Bye.